I am Christine Grenier. I'm staff for the Lodging Tax Advisory Committee. And I believe our remaining members are going to be joining shortly. So I just wanted to let you know we don't have a quorum yet, but as soon as we do, we'll bring the meeting online. Thank you. Hi, thank you everyone for your patience today. I'm trying to reach our committee chair, Denise Fry, and I'm so far not having any luck. But with this in mind, without our chair, I'm turning to our Assistant City Attorney, Brett Jetty, just to see what could be done or discussed in the absence of a chair. Are you there, Brett?
I am here. I don't know off the top of my head, so give me a couple of minutes and I will get back to you.
While I try to reach our Assistant City Attorney, I'm just asking for patience from our attendees and from our committee members. If you could just stay on hold for a few more minutes to see if we can get Denise connected. Thank you.
So I believe that as long as there's a quorum and someone can act as the chair, then you guys can continue without the current chair. Um,
Are we just discussing the recommendation of the council?
Yes, that's my understanding.
Well, then at the time of the vote, I have to abstain.
Hi, to our attendees. I'm seeing an unidentified caller. Is that Denise Fry that's in the attendee list? Could you confirm? Or if no one's there, then we'll go to another option. Okay, I will be right back. All right, I'm going back to our unidentified caller. I'm going to allow you to talk. If you're our chair, Denise Fry, please let me know. Or if you're not, I'll take you back off, but thank you. Okay. Hi, Brett. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me? Can anyone hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Brett.
Okay.
Can you hear me now, Christine?
I can hear you, Brett.
Thanks. I think everybody but Christine can hear me.
Weird.
So Brett, is this just a yes or no vote to say yes or no to what the city council proposed?
So since there's four of you guys here, I want to hold off until this is being broadcast before I go into that discussion, but essentially, yes.
Well, I think isn't it being broadcast now? It's being recorded.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, can you hear me?
Okay, thank you. So did I hear correctly, Brett, that the committee can meet in the absence of a chair?
Yeah, there's five total members, correct?
Yes, we have our 4 sitting members from the hotels and the organizations, and then we would have our chair. Just that the chair would, I guess, facilitate the meeting.
And my understanding is that Mr. Huey, forgive me if I mispronounced that last name, said that he would be abstaining from the vote. So you still have 3 individuals voting, which would constitute a quorum and a majority
Oh,
of.
thank you so much. This was some new territory for me, so I appreciate all of your patience and for those attending today. I believe we have reps from a few organizations in our attending today. So I believe if you have the agenda and the, I guess, the list of recommendations that the committee had previously discussed and moved forward to council, what's before the committee is just reaffirming that that's indeed what you want to continue presenting to council for final action. Council separated out the funding for Admiral Theater because it was tied to a contract and an addendum. And so what council would like the committee to do going forward is separating recommendations from the organizations from the city-related requests. So even though those recommendations tie to the budget, and it'll be one list of recommendations for both sides of those recommendations, we're bringing it back forward whole so the committee could see it one more time. And I'm happy to read those for the record for both the committee and those attending. If you think that that's something I should do, Brett, I'm happy to do that.
So I have a question with this addendum with the Admiral Theater. Is that going to be separate in the future from the contract that the conference center and the Admiral have in existence? Or are you lumping all 3 of those things together, and LTC is going to have to thumbs up or thumbs down on all 3 of those contracts? Because right now it doesn't make sense. I don't see how the committee needs to be involved in contracts that are pre-done outside of this, because if not, then we're going to have to thumbs up, thumbs down on the conference center and the other contract. I don't think that's where we need to be.
So it's I understand that issue, and then the requests that come to the LTAC from the organizations, that's cut and dried as far as the process for review of those applications. But the requests that tie to the city, they still need to come to LTAC. The part that we're going to try and address with finance is when these requests tie into contracts. And I get it. So I think where council went, and I don't want to misspeak for them, was that there'll be kind of a parallel process for LTAC where LTAC will hear the requests and applications for funding, and then anything tied to the city will have a separate conversation and separate recommendations, but it won't be dealing with contracts. It'll be strictly, what does the committee feel about the actual funding? So we're going to try to get some meetings with staff to sort out those things so that it's really clear what the committee needs to deal with, because the committee's responsibility per RCW is making recommendations on the funding only and not the contracts. And we're going to try to keep things clear, and I hope that helps. And you're correct, Mike. Anything, whether it's the conference center or the Admiral Theater or any other city ask, this treads into some very interesting territory.
Yeah, because pretty soon it sounds like they want to send it over to Parks and Rec too. All right. Can I make a motion and call for the vote?
Sure. Would you like for me to read the list of recommendations, though? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Christine, and you
Oh.
don't have to read all of those. I think we have a list of those recommendations in our Leave me
Okay,
your email.
okay, and I'll include those when I forward items for records. I'll make sure that's attached, so if anyone would like to see that. And then ultimately, when this is approved, if it's approved by council, this will live on the website also. So anyone who looks on our website will see this. And after things are, when things are approved, each organization would get notified on what their funding amount would be. And that way they'd have that information too. And when it comes to council, people would have an opportunity to speak. So thank you. Mike, you said you wanted to make a motion?
Yeah, I moved to make a vote.
Do we have a second?
Okay, it's soft.
It's rock hard.
And it's probably a post or thread or headstrom down the gutter perch and pull it out.
Mike has made a motion to provide the recommendations as presented. Do we have a second?
I will second that.
Thank you, Ash. Suppose what, calling for the question. So let's see. Virgil, how do you vote on the motion?
I agree on the motion that the recommendation will be move forward.
Okay, Harrington, how
I
do you
vote-
vote on the motion?
I vote to move forward with the recommendation as well.
Okay. Ash, how do you vote on the motion?
I vote to move forward on the recommendations that were provided.
And Mike, did I hear that you were going to abstain?
It's abstaining since I'm on the board.
Okay. Believe the motion carries with 3 yes and 1 abstention. Thank you so much for your patience today. I know Denise intended to talk with each of you about, early next year, possibly meeting to talk about this year's process and how we could move forward next year. We appreciate your feedback so that we can, like I said, address some of the things that happened and then look at things that really worked well. And we look forward to just this process starting all over again. And with that, I guess that was the only business as far as I could tell, Brett. Am I correct?
Yes, so I think if you could just have a motion and an adjournment, motion to adjourn and a vote on that, then I think it'll be adjourned.
Okay. We have a motion to adjourn this meeting.
I can't make motions.
Okay, so do any of our sitting committee members would like to make a motion to adjourn?
I will make a motion to adjourn this meeting.
Thank you. Do we have a second?
I second that.
Harrington, thank you. Thank you again, and I'll be in touch. I believe this item will go to study session for council next week. So if you have any comments or thoughts, feel free to send them to the city council email. Otherwise, I believe this meeting's adjourned. And we'll see you all soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.